This is the XF10. It's the best point and shoot I've ever used, and I think it's Fujifilm's most underrated photography camera. I underestimated the value of having a compact camera that fits in your pocket until I picked this up. Buying compact cameras these days probably doesn't make much sense for most people because our phones are so capable of photo and video. If you are a photographer or just someone who loves photography gear and convenience, I think compact cameras are a really useful tool and they're just a lot of fun to use. So I want to talk about the XF10 and why I think it's such an underrated camera. It's been overshadowed by cameras like the X100v and other true compact cameras like the Ricoh GRiii, but this is a great alternative to those cameras at a fraction of the cost. One of the main reasons I think this camera is underrated is because of its impressive specs. The main feature of this camera is the 24 megapixel aps-c size sensor. There's a powerful built-in flash. It has Bluetooth for wirelessly transferring your photos straight to your phone and an 18mm 2.8 lens. This camera also shoots 4K video, but I still haven't tried that feature yet. It's mainly a photography camera for me. There aren't many other cameras that pack an aps-c size sensor into such a small form factor. Now just imagine if Fujifilm made a pocket-sized medium format camera. One of the main reasons I love this camera is because it's so easy to use. Anyone can pick it up and get decent results just as any point and shoot camera should be. I shoot this camera in aperture priority all the time because it really speeds up the shooting process and you get proper exposures pretty much every time. I also leave the ISO at 400 or 800, choose my film simulation, and the camera is pretty much good to go. When it comes to focusing, I always use snap focus just because it bypasses the slower autofocus system and it pretty much guarantees all your photos will be in focus. There's a 2 meter and a 5 meter mode in snap focus, and I programmed one of the custom buttons on the side here just to enable it. When you're in the 2 meter mode, the lens stops down to f8 and everything from about 2 meters on will be in focus. And in the 5 meter mode, the lens is set to 5.6 and the same concept applies. The only time I use autofocus is when I'm focusing on something very close up. With these settings enabled, you really can't go wrong. I treat this camera as a true point and shoot. At $500, the XF10 is definitely not a cheap camera, but if you take into consideration the specs, the ease of use, and the price, I think it offers a really great value for a camera. If you strip away the premium features of the X100v and just look at image quality, the XF10 comes really close. Same size sensor, just a tiny difference in megapixels and focal length. The XF10 has 24 megapixels and a 28mm focal length, and the X100v has 26 megapixels and a 35mm focal length. At around $1,000 price difference, I think the XF10 is a great alternative to the X100v, especially if you like a little bit wider of a lens and you don't need some of the premium features it has. The XF10 is definitely not Fujifilm's best camera, but it does offer a unique blend of impressive specs, ease of use, and price that make it a pretty good option for just about any photographer. I think it's Fujifilm's most underrated photography camera, and I just really hope they keep making more of these compact cameras in the future. Let me know what you think. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe to the channel, and thank you for watching. See you next time.